But now, ever since films like Casino Royale and Breaking and Entering a few years ago made it popular, there's been a huge growth in the numbers taking up free running, or parkour, as it's also known. This spring, one of the world's first free running international competitions made its UK debut. And Louise and Charlie, if you think this is just for, your teenagers, your under 25-year-olds, think again. Because as well as showcasing professionals from all over the world, this event was a chance for, well, beginners of all ages, really, to learn a bit of the old free running style in a safe environment. When we go for a run, or generally in life when obstacles get in our way, we go around them, unless you're in the world of parkour or free running. Some of the world's top free-running athletes came to London's South Bank this spring in one of the first international events of its kind here. For many, it's not just a sport, but a way of life.
Hello, I'm the Ryan Doyle, 2007 World Champion of free running. Parkour is not a physical thing. It's not about getting from point A to point B physically. It's about overcoming obstacles mentally. If you're going to do that, you mentally have to overcome it. But then you apply that to life. And if you've got a position you want to get to, a job, you will have obstacles in the way. If you've got a death in the family, if you've got money issues, I can mentally overcome those problems because I'm in the habit of overcoming obstacles.
At beginner's level, the emphasis is on learning the moves safely, and this workshop was all about getting newcomers to do that in a controlled environment.
Beautiful.
Free running has taken off in the UK in the past decade to such an extent it's now taught in some schools, and it's estimated over 15,000 people participate every week.
Who's got rhythm?
And most are younger than myself, but I was determined to show that age is no barrier.
Boom, 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 gotta get, boom, 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 gotta get, boom, 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 gotta get, boom, 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 that boom, boom, boom.
Oh, there's evidence that you can give this a go. Focus on, just fell off the mat there. In a safe environment and a proper workshop. And okay, you may not be as graceful and skillful as the professionals, but you've got to start somewhere. And you can at least get involved.
I'm buzzing, my heart's pumping. It's something I've never really seen an event like this before. It's big, so.
Awesome.
You're really good.
I'm a gymnast, so better be.
Now you tell me.
Our ancestors, the great apes, they spent all their times in the tree swinging. It is still within us. But today's society, we're taught that you are in queues, you're in a sense, you're socially repressed from barriers all the time. Well, this sport, free running parkour, teaches you to view the world without boundaries.
At any level, some of the moves can be dangerous. So if you are tempted to start, make sure you follow the advice and join a supervised workshop or class. And the point they kept making to me was that they have to be so focused mentally and physically, they have to be 100% on the button every time, because unlike in football or rugby or cricket, where perhaps you'd miss a run, miss a wicket, miss a goal, miss a conversion, if you were 1% off, in free running, you get it wrong.
Can be extremely dangerous.
It can be painful, yeah.
I've seen
dangerous with injuries.
Doing down on the South Bank here in London. They
where
do
this was filmed, yeah.
Yeah, they do that jumping from sort of one parapet to the next.
Yeah.
It's
and while it's
scary.
important to learn on the mats in a safe environment, quickly you've got to try and wean yourself into the real environment, because you can't always rely on the mats, as I've sort of found out after having my little lesson.
Were you the oldest person?
Oh, yes, I was actually, but there's no barrier. And actually I did view life differently after that, in a slight way. When I walk around the living room now, I vault the sofa.
Do you?
Well, no.
Would you like to show us
Not every
now?
time. What, do you want me
Thanks
to
so
leave the
much.
studio in a...
Just if you have a skill, it's a shame to hide it under your bushel.
Okay, I'll bow out.
Bye-bye.
Not necessarily gracefully, I'll see you later, perhaps. So, if I approach my exit in a parkour sort of way, there's a ledge here, which I've got to negotiate.
Quite a high ledge, too.
Back onto my feet.
It's effortless, wasn't it?
You nearly hit the camera on the way out. Thank you, Mike.
There we go. 8:44 is the time.
Oh.